Welcome Fitness Friday Focus. So today's focus is supplements. This is a question we get in a lot, obviously from members and obviously from people sending messages into the gym. But one question we got in particular during the week was, Joe, can you go through your own supplement list, or what supplements you take, or what supplements do you recommend you take? Now, before I get into what I take or what we recommend you should take, we never recommend supplements until you've got everything else relatively in check first. So your sleep is on track, you've got relatively low stress levels, and your nutrition is fairly on point for what your goal is in terms of calories and macronutrients, etc. But to go through my supplement list, so number one, I take a whey protein powder. I usually take that whey protein post-workout. I try and get my protein from whole food sources outside of that. I take creatine first thing in the morning, and the way I take my creatine is I usually cycle it for about 2 months and then take about 2 to 3 weeks off and then go again. Not to say that you have to do that, it's just the way I do it. So the way I take my creatine is I take it on an empty stomach in the morning, and what I do is I put 5 grams of creatine, and also I put a green supplement, so like condensed vegetables, into this shake. I just shake it up and drink that first thing in the morning before my breakfast. I take a multivitamin, so I just take that in the morning as well. I also take that with a vitamin D tablet. I take a multivitamin from Bulk Powders. It's a reasonably good multivitamin, really good value as well. And the vitamin D, obviously, with the Irish weather, we tend to be low in vitamin D levels, so I supplement with about 5,000 IU of vitamin D. Again, I get my vitamin D from Bulk Powders, just a handy one-stop shop for most supplements. Then I take a fish oil. When I take my fish oil, I take my fish oil in the evening time with my dinner. And what I do is I usually, depending on what brand of fish oil you're taking, I usually shoot to get a gram of DHA in there. Okay, so that's a good aim. So check your fish oil, what levels is in each capsule, or if you're taking it in an oil format, and make sure you're trying to hit the gram of DHA every time. Then I take some leucine. So I take some leucine in the mornings, and then I take some leucine post-workout, about 2 to 3 grams. And again, that's just to try and keep protein synthesis as high as possible. And then with my ZMA, so this is a zinc and magnesium mixture. I take this right about half an hour before bed. Again, we tend to be low on zinc and magnesium, and it also helps in getting a reasonably good sleep. Short Friday focus today, but again, I hope we answered the question. If you have any questions in the future, as always, send them in and we'll get them answered.